G'day guys, do you have trouble cutting nice consistent curves on the bandsaw? Well, stick around and I've got a tip for you. It might help you. So first up, over here on my bandsaw, I find a lot of people want to improve their work, add a little bit of complexity to their work by adding curves into their work, because anybody can make something that's straight and square, but to add a little bit of curve, it adds a bit of artistic style, and people look at it and they say, hey, he's got some real skills because he's added a curve. Now, a good way of cutting a curve is here on the bandsaw. The primary reason why the bandsaw is so good for cutting curves is because the blade is supported and guided from these guide blocks beneath the table, as well as these guide bearings or guide blocks above the table. And those guide blocks keep the blade nice and vertical. It doesn't really matter how much pressure we put sideways or laterally on the blade. Those two guide blocks, top and bottom, will keep that blade vertical. Unlike the humble jigsaw, the jigsaw only has blade support up at the top here. The bottom of the blade, it can swing left, right, and can do whatever it wants because it's unsupported. There's nothing guiding it. So you may have found you've tried to cut a curve with a jigsaw and you've followed that line absolutely perfectly, only to take the offcut away, you have a look at the edge and you found the edge, instead of being plumb, is on some weird angle like that. And the reason for that is because the blade was following the line up at the top of the board, but the blade at the bottom, because you've actually pulled the jigsaw to the left or the right as you were cutting, you've actually pulled the blade on a weird angle like that. And so you've said, okay, well now you've got an edge of the board that's now cut on a weird angle. It's a lot of cleanup work, it's a lot of sanding, it's just a lot of work. That's why I'm not a fan of using the jigsaw. If I can get away with it, I'll always use the bandsaw. So with all that in mind, I want to cut this curve out on this bit of pine using my bandsaw here, and I could just start turning that on and start cutting, but because my bearing, which is supporting my blade nice and square and plumb, are so far away from the timber, it's actually allowing that blade to still deflect. So obviously, we want to bring those blade guys down as close as practicable to my timber. About there should do it. So now the blade can't deflect much. It still can move a little bit because I don't have my guides super tight, but it's pretty good. So now we can give this a cut. Now when I'm going to cut this, what I'm actually going to do, and this is the big tip, because I only have 3 points of control here. I've got my left hand, I've got my right hand, and I've got the blade itself. Now the blade at the front of the blade has a bunch of sharp teeth, which is basically cutting away my point of control at all times. Or I've got the side of the blade, which is potentially rubbing against the edge of the timber. So what I can do, instead of just trying to control with my left and right hand and try to put that on there and curl it around absolutely perfectly, trying to control it at the front teeth, what I actually want to do is I want to put the back edge of the blade up against the previously cut portion of the curve that I've just cut and use that as a point of reference so I can bend it around a point. Not too dissimilar if I was to put a dog into my bench and tried to control with my two hands at the back here and just kept that on that edge. It's actually very easy because I've got 3 points of control. But if I tried to take that dog out and just tried to put the edge of that up against the edge of that hole, it's much more difficult. It's almost impossible. Like I do my best, but I'm waving in and out by 2 or 3 mil. But as soon as I've got something to rest up against, it's actually very easy. So with all of that said, I'm going to give this a shot. Now what I need to do is I need to get my curve started, and once I've got enough cut, I want to start putting pressure to my left on the back edge of that blade to give me my 3rd point of control, where I can simply bend all the way around this curve, and hopefully I get a really neat and tidy cut, which is requiring very little sanding or finishing work afterwards. And just like that, I've got a pretty good cut where I was forever sliding along the back edge of the blade. Now there are a few high and low spots because I'm not the best at it, but that's the general idea. If you can slide along that back edge of the blade, you can now control where you want to cut quite easily instead of trying to control at the back of the board with your two hands up in no man's land without a really fixed reference point. So that's the tip for the bandsaw.